There is a tragic new reality. This reality is that masculine men are hard to find. Us men are being prevented by society from achieving that golden status of masculinity. But some of us fight back. We tell those around us where to shove it and take back control of our lives. Are you going to join us? Here are 5 things a man must do to be a true man. Number 1, master yourself. As children, we choose what we desire, not what we need. That is why we had parents. Ever since mankind has existed, we had parents to discipline us, guide us, and help us make the correct choices. They prepared us for adulthood. That is until society became weak. They started indulging in things that were bad for them. They stopped disciplining us because they did not want to hurt our pathetic little feelings. From this, you were born weak and are still weak. You are dependent. You might depend on social media. Perhaps you still go to a therapist because you were traumatized by the fat kid calling you a stupid Jew. You are what we call a beta male. It is time for you to learn how to master yourself. The first step is to identify what pleasures you have. Do you drink too much? Do you consume too much junk food? Do you fap at a picture of a woman created by an AI? All of these are vices that bring men to their knees. Know this: it is perfectly fine to have a cold beer on a Friday night. A slice of cake for your birthday is also good. If you moderate yourself, you control your desires. In addition to moderating your intake of pleasures, you also will come to find out that you enjoy what you moderate more. Know that fapping will rend you. Abolish it from your life permanently. To moderate yourself, write down when you partake in your indulgences. When the temptation arises, will yourself to ignore those temptations. This will manifest as masculine willpower. Number 2, conceal your anger. Anger is not a negative emotion. Feminists and pussies put the word negative in front of anything they do not like. The first thing they chose was to get rid of the word anger. It is okay to be pissed off at someone. Know this: you can exact your revenge later, but for the life of you, do not, under any circumstances, show anyone outside of your family that something upsets you. Think of anger as a double-edged sword. If you use it correctly, you can achieve great success with it. Remember, anger and rationality complement each other. But letting emotion lead your life makes you a beta male cock. It is far better to plan your revenge and defeat your enemy than to manifest your frustration and lose the battle. There is a caveat you should know about, and that is not to be angry at everything that offends you. People will tease you, and if you show that their remarks do not seem to bother you, people will regard you as a Chad. Know that Giga Chad is the image of manliness in our current age. Number 3, exercise daily. You will need to back up your masculinity physically. That means you must work out. Pull-ups, push-ups, throwing punches at a bag. Anything to get your heart racing. You need to train your muscles to handle more pressure. Your goal is to be the strongest man in the room. Therefore, you must be breaking sweat every day. It does not matter if you go to the gym or not. Make it uncomfortable for you. Know this: people will not want to get into physical altercations with those who have the steadfast mental capacity of a seraph and the muscle build of a warlord. If you combine this with some of my other advice, such as saying less than necessary, people will respect and fear you. You will show the feminists and the cowardly males that you are also a physical force to be reckoned with. You can start by channeling your rage every time you work out. If something pisses you off, focus on it while you slam your fists against a punching bag. Turn your hatred into motivation. Once your blood is flowing, keep going. Your job is to tear down your current muscles so that your body creates new and stronger ones. This is why you are sore for a few days after working out. You have built up lactic acid, but you also just destroyed muscle cells. The key is to do this daily. Give your body a rest, but never for too long. Number 4. Assume a good posture. Posture shows people that you appear to be confident. You will hear people mock you for always having your chest puffed out anytime you walk. But why are you listening to them? The opinions of others should not influence how you present yourself. People who jeer about your posture are incompetent pussies who want to drag you with them because they have the mentality of, "If I suffer, you shall suffer." Do not give these people the time of day. A true brother may never comment about your posture. That is because he is focused on more important subjects. You need to be involved with these kinds of people. Those who don't care about your looks and posture are more long-term idealists. If your posture is always slacking, then you will be perceived as a loser. And that perception of you will satisfy your enemies. They want you to be kicked to the ground. A good posture goes a long way mentally because you'll soon adopt the mentality along with it. That is, nothing anyone says bothers you. Remember, you want your reputation to be Sphinx-like. Number 5. Be confident. Look at the world around you. People talk about how they have anxiety. When these people are placed in front of a challenge or a new experience, they melt. They shy away from everyday objects. These pussies are literally afraid of everything. Do not be like them. You need to boldly walk into risk. You must confidently pursue every action, even if you do not know what is to come. If you know for a fact that the action you will take is not risky but hazardous, and there are alternatives in that route, take the alternative. Know this, there is a time and place for doing the courageous thing by not being rash. If you are seen with confidence, people will see you as the man and will follow in your footsteps. Remember that people who are weak will try to drag you down with them. These people cannot do it if you are untouchable. Your confidence is their weakness. They cannot do the things you do because they would crap their pants when they do it. If you combine your confidence with the rest of the advice from this video, you will become untouchable to the common folk in society. Those were 5 ways to be a real man in society. In a few days, I will talk about choosing rivals and how it will affect your livelihood. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to join this cause. Turn on notifications so you do not miss the upload of the next video. You will hear from me soon.